been listening to the Canberra Overdrive by Pastfx. This is the newest pedal in their series called the Spectrum Collection. I'm playing my standard Fender Telecaster through my Fender Deluxe Reverb. I'm going to change to humbuckers later on, but for now, this is my clean sound. So no breakup, no reverb, no nothing. So this is the Canberra straight out of the box, all knobs at noon. Already that's a killer tone. It's a little bit louder than my clean sound. Right out of the box, that is a terrific rock tone. I'm going to start off by looking at the gain range, so I'm going to turn the gain to 0. So it's just adding the slightest little bit of hair on it, so when you dig in, you can hear it. Which shows how responsive the thing is. All right, let's turn the gain up a little bit. We're going to go to 9 o'clock. Beautiful chordal definition there. It's just really has a really good frequency response. Okay, 12 o'clock. This is beautiful. It's just such a good dry pedal. All right, I'm turning it up a bit more. I'm starting to get a little bit of noise, but that's because I'm running a lot of other devices in the room. 3 o'clock. That's monstrous. It's really great with chords. You hear all the definition in the chords. And you can chug away, you know, on your sort of classic rock power chords. No problem. All right, all the way up. Heaps of sustain. It's not got the hugest amount of gain, but that is such a usable gain sweep. I mean, right from just slightly broken up to, you know, you could probably get away with playing a bit of hard rock with that. But I think where it really shines is for classic rock. As I sort of turned the gain up, I noticed that the bass content started to become a little bit overbearing, so I might see if I can dial some of that out. Yeah, just dialing a little bit of that bass out really sort of helps to bring out the clarity a little bit more when you got it up in higher gain settings. But even with the bass up like that, it's not overbearing. It's not screaming to be turned down, which is really good. It's very usable. All right, treble. Well, that's quite spiky, but as you would expect. That's really bringing out the pick attack. This guitar and amp probably doesn't need that so much. But when you dial the gain back a little bit, it really just, I mean, I could play so many classic rock songs with that sound. Remember, I'm playing a Fender Telecaster through a clean Fender amplifier, and I'm getting those kinds of tones. That's incredible. All day. I could sit here all day with this thing, no problem. This is with humbuckers. That is angry. All right, I'm just going to back the gain off a bit. Yeah, that's more of that sort of classic rock tone. Let's try some single note. Yeah, it can certainly hold its own as a solo tone as well. G'day, Jason the Middle-Aged Gear Junkie here. My friends at Pastfx from Brisbane, Australia have been at it again, adding to their Spectrum Collection series of pedals. Now this series of pedals are all based around Buffalo Effects designs that are now no longer made. One of the newest additions to the Spectrum Collection is the Camber Drive, which is based on the Buffalo Effects Carrera Drive. Now this is an incredibly amp-like overdrive, and it is really, really responsive. As you heard, it's got really, really bitey, sort of present sort of sound, and it's absolutely perfect for classic rock. In fact, I can honestly say, hand over heart, that I've never played a guitar pedal before that is as good for classic rock as this. So much so that this is going straight on my live board because I play a lot of classic rock at pubs and clubs here in Australia to earn a bit of extra cash. And this just does the job so, so well. It's absolutely brilliant. I haven't been able to stop playing it since it arrived. A couple of features that this pedal has that I didn't talk about earlier is that it has an LED dimmer on the inside, so that you can adjust how bright the LED is. I actually had to turn it down for this demo because the camera couldn't handle it at a normal level, so I had to turn that down. It was really handy that I could be able to do that, and in fact I think a lot more pedals should have this function. Also, there's an internal dip switch for asymmetrical clipping. So it's standard. The standard mode is symmetrical clipping, which means that the signal is being clipped evenly, but you can switch it into asymmetrical mode and get a sort of uneven, more raspy sort of tone. But I was having so much fun with the symmetrical one, I forgot to switch to asymmetrical. I really want to thank Pastfx for sending this out. I mean, I really honestly think this could be a modern classic pedal that everybody's raving about years from now. It is absolutely brilliant. It's incredibly well made. And I tell you what, if you try one of these out, I'd be very surprised if you were disappointed. One of the things I didn't demonstrate that I did a bit of experimenting with is that I tried stacking it with other pedals. So I tried putting a tube screamer in front of it and a blues breaker in front of it. And what I found is this works really well as a kind of bass tone or a foundation tone. So you set it up through a clean amplifier and this is your breakup. This is like your sort of cranked amp breakup sort of tone. And then you smash the front of that with some other drive pedals for your solo tones or, you know, to get more gain. And I think it does that job really, really well. That for me is the hardest job because it's got to sound really natural and organic, which this does. I mean, to me, it kind of sounds like an amp in a box. I can't put my finger on what amp it sounds like, but it feels very, very amp-like, and that's not easy to pull off. So huge credit goes to Pastfx for making such an amazing pedal. So if you want to find out more about this pedal, you can check out the Pastfx website. I'll leave a link in the description. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. And you can join the Middle Age Gear Junkie Facebook page by clicking on the link, which is also in the description. Other than that, my name is Jason. I hope you have a wonderful day. See you later.